All right, all right, all right. Hello, Goofy Goobers, Magic Players. Welcome to another exciting edition of the Kuro Hitsuki stream. We're here to play some Commander with three amazing guests, as always. But I just want to, hey, tell everyone that you're great, you're awesome, and I really, really look forward to MagicCon Chicago. If you're going to be there, please do come by and say hello. I'll be at the Dragon Shield booth on Friday, and then doing like a really cool like D&D style arch enemy game with Joe Johnson. So it'll be really, really cool. Be sure to head by the booth because I think it's going to be like a pretty interesting, like, hey, form a party real fast and see if you can take on Tiamat or Raphael. It'd be really, really cool. So yeah, be sure to head over there. Shout out to our sponsors, of course, Cool Stuff Inc., Quiver Time, etc., etc. Please do use code Kuro at all of these wonderful websites for your percentage off. And especially Luxury Playstyle, because I'll be using all of their energy tokens tonight, because I'll have an energy deck. They're super freaking cool. And yeah, that is about it. So let's go over to our guests. We're going to start with Chris, and we ask our guests here their name, pronouns, information on their deck, why they like it, what tier they consider their deck as well as what Moxfield calls it, right? So we can kind of break down the distinction between what on paper it says it is, but how the players, of course, really know that how the deck performs. And then, lastly, something non-Magic Gathering related about themselves that they'd like to share so we can learn a little bit more about the people behind the cards. So, let's go over to our first guest. We have Chris Wilson.
What's up? I'm Chris. I am a voice actor, stunt performer, Magic the Gathering nerd, and I'm here playing 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻 Captive Kingpin. It is group slug. It's all about dealing little bits of damage, a whole lot to everyone at once, and occasionally swinging with Ob for as a 40 power trampling flying commander nightmare. According to Moxfield, it clocks in at bracket 3. Because the only game changer in the deck is Vampiric Tutor. That said, this is a deck that does not need tutors. It doesn't have A plus B combos. It is a synergy ball, and it definitely has draws that I would put it at like a modest 4. It's not gonna pub stomp a table of 4s, but I would put it there. I would not bust this out if people said they wanted a bracket 3 upgraded experience. Non-magic related about myself, I love to cook. I am always trying to find new things to cook, and I recently got really into stir frying. My wife got me a wok for Christmas the other year, so I've been putting that thing through its paces and getting really good at wok cooking.
Awesome. Yeah, I really look forward to seeing this 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻. I've not seen enough of these 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻 decks, and they've started to really like play into the Rakdos like ping for one sort of thing in recent sets, even like with Fate End, or the new Aether Drift commander, Fortune's End,
Oh
or
yeah,
something like that.
Fate's. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know who you mean. I can't think of her name, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I need to pick up a copy of her. I don't know if she actually goes in this deck because once you get to max speed, you can't deal 1
Oh,
anymore.
true. Probably
But
not.
she's really cool, and
No.
I kind of want to build a deck around her anyway.
Awesome. Okay, well, that will be very exciting. All right, and then let's head over to Defiant Cathar, aka, or actually, no, Defiant Martyr now, right?
Right. Defiant Cathar is where I am. Basically everything except Blue Sky is Defiant Martyr. So because I use it for general stuff as well as magic stuff. But on Moxfield and Patreon and all that good junk, I'm still Defiant Cathar. And on that note, tally ho, Cathars. Howdy everybody. It's me, Eliana. I am here to play some magic with my good friend Kuro
Yeah.
and Hen and Chris, and it's gonna be a good time. I don't think, Chris, have we ever played before? I don't think we
I don't
have.
think we have. We've interacted on social media some, but I don't know that I don't
Yes,
know that I've had the pleasure, so I'm excited about it.
should be a good time. I've played with Hen a few times, and I played with Kuro many, many, many times. So should be a good time. Now I'm supposed to talk about my deck, right? This is Dionysus Elvish Archdruid. As Kuro pointed out in the little advertisement for the stream, I am playing a green deck, which is a terrifying oddity. I'm normally known for playing mono black and mono white pretty much exclusively. But I'm getting a little silly with it. I'm just building some other stuff. I built this mostly out of cards I already owned, so it is not as messed up as it could be, but it's still pretty messed up because this guy says that every elf you control gains the ability, whenever this creature becomes tapped during your turn, untap it and put a buff some counter on it. This ability triggers only once each turn. But as we have seen with certain cards, like Nadu, that little restriction does not really stop all that much shenanigans.
No, no, it
So
doesn't.
my goal is to elf ball out of control. This deck frequently generates an absurd amount of mana very quickly, though sometimes it does not have a lot to do with it, is the main problem. It can snowball out of control extremely fast if you do not remove the right dorks at the right time. And Moxfield says it is a bracket 3. Because it has many creature tutors in it. It has no actual game changers, but it does include Green Sun, Zenith, Finale of Devastation, Court of Calling, those type cards. There's no Ancient Tomb, there's no, Gaia's Cradle in here, because like I said, I just made it out of cards I had on hand that weren't indexed, so there's no Gaia's Cradle. There's also no Crater Hoof. I have to build my own Crater Hoof, but I do have a little combo in here with Devoted Druid, surprise, surprise. Devoted Druid and Tyvar the Pummeler, the Duskmorn Tyvar, can make your creatures infinitely large as long as you have enough mana to activate it once. But you need enough creatures to take advantage of it. But watch out for if you see either of those. Those are win cons for sure. Typically, I'm just going to try and run over people with this elf. I think 3 is probably the right zone because the deck is very strong and fast, but it's easy to interact with and has trouble rebuilding after board wipes. So I think a strong 3 is probably the right zone to put this one on. What else am I supposed to talk about? God, I got so busy talking about
It's all good. Something non-magic related about yourself that you'd like to share.
Non-magic related. Oh, also the deck is called I Want to Tap an Elf Unprotected because I'm tapping elves.
So
Unprotected,
good.
of course.
Go look at my social media if you want context for why the name is funny if you're not already aware. Something non-magic related. I've got I'm gonna be doing some fun unboxing videos and streams in the near future for a new partner related to some Warhammer stuff I'm working on. So if you like Warhammer 40k and want to see me break out some cool new minis, come check it out. I've got some stuff going on for the Emperor's Children release that's coming out soon. So bing, 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 bing. Oh, also, pseudo magic related. Beginning of March, we've got a big fundraising stream going on for Trans Lifeline with Traders for Change, of which I am one of the co-founders. Birds of Paradise, Community of Cardboard, a lot of really awesome community members contributing to this. It is the Hate Has No Home Here stream. I'm kicking things off in Pod 1 with Bobby Christine, Onion Bug, and Light, who's the other co-founder of Traders for Change. It's going to be a great time. So please come stop by. We got prizes. We're raising money for a great cause. As you know, there's been some struggles recently in the world and particularly in the United States. So come raise money for good causes. Thank you.
Absolutely. I want to be a part of it as well. But work. But it is a wonderful cause that I heavily suggest people go to when they can. And then let's go over to our last and final guest. We have I Write Robots.
Hi, that's me. I do that. I write robots. Hi, my name is Hen, or I write robots on the internet, self-described robot kisser, and the mysteriously missing Sigma mirror from the cycle of Alpha and Omega mirror back in original Mirrodin. No, don't take that out of context. I make video essays on the internet about the robotic creature design in Magic the Gathering, with a pretty heavy emphasis on the mirror, but we talk about all kinds of robots. You might have seen my video. I talk about how we define robots in Magic the Gathering, and I also do a lot of science fiction writing on the internet. You can find all my stuff at YouTube at I Write Robots, or also at iwriterobots.com. Yeah, I do a lot of Magic stuff. I like a lot of Magic stuff. Mostly a member of the Vorthos community. I like to talk about the lore and the sort of meta-contextual narrative of the cards more so than like playing the game or caring about being good at the game, because I'm certainly not. But yeah, that's mostly what I do. This deck is called Ami Mir, pero yo amo los Mir. I mean, I love the Mir very, very much, if it wasn't apparent. Urtet's at the helm. Moxfield calls the deck a 2. So fun fact about this deck, it is an excuse to play every single one of the 43 Mir cards in existence. Yes, even the ones that are vanilla creatures. Yes, even the ones that are 5 mana and can't attack. I really love the Mir. You don't understand. I even have a couple of the like event Mir ones in there. This is Battle Mir Sphere, which is not in the deck because it has affinity for battles.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So Moxfield puts it at a 2. I think that's probably fair. I think it's probably one of the weaker decks here. It really doesn't do much other than like make a bunch of Mir, which can be strong. I think it's probably good, not lower than a 2, just because Urtet is an incredibly pushed Magic card. Yeah, I would say a 2 is probably accurate. As for non-Magic things about myself, I also really like invertebrates. I'm really big on crustaceans and insects. My favorite insect is the rainbow scarab beetle, which is actually a type of dung beetle indigenous to here where I live in the Greater Plains of Kansas.
Well, that's
Bugs.
awesome. Bugs, yeah.
That's cool.
That's the lore right there.
Yeah.
Yes. I very much look forward to this deck as a fellow Vorthos person myself, and especially one that fell in love with the game through Scars of Mirrodin specifically.
Yes.
Everything about it. Yeah, we'll gab about it eventually. But yeah, this is great. I look very much forward to this. And speaking of me, hello, I'm Kuro Hazuki. I'm your host today. I'll be playing Dr. Madison Lee. This is energy.energy.deck. I truly believe that Madison Lee is the best energy commander, although I will say the new teamer ones do give her and the other energy commanders thus far a run for her money. So my goal is to make sure that she remains on top of being the best energy commander. But yeah, I just really like the energy mechanic. I think it's one of the coolest things that they've ever done. And I'm here to show that it can rock in Commander. So, without further ado, let's dive right on into this game. Alrighty, my friends, let's draw. Let's take a d20 and roll.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't think I have a D20 at my desk.
It's fine. I can roll for you.
Thank you. That'd be great.
Yes.
I don't know how I managed that.
That is a
D&D
12.
like today,
Alright,
right?
so I got a
also
15.
got a 12.
Alright.
Whoa.
I is sick, bro. What the heck?
Oh yeah. Did I change my die rolling on stream to be 2d6s into a d20 so I can show this off every stream? Absolutely.
Nice.
And you
That's
got a
so
12.
valid.
Yeah.
Nice.
What?
I got a 12.
So
I'm so good at rolling.
That's 3 12s. What the hell?
That is 3 12s, but I did break it with a 15. That is kind of wild though.
Rigged.
Paid for the dice for sure. Alrighty.
Use
Chat.
my white
It's his stream, okay?
Rigged for sure. Hi Talos. All right, chat. Let's play some Magic the Gathering. We're here. We're loving it. Feel free to ask questions. There is a lot that has come out today with Magic and all of its great works, especially on the Final Fantasy front. So yeah, feel free to gab and whatnot as we play. If your play is not super important, right now I'm just kind of going through the motions and I'll pass. Go ahead and keep talking. You don't have to stop for just unimportant stuff when the conversation's going, because it's we're just talking.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 3 damage, but at the end of it, I'm gonna have
A monkey?
Ragavan!
No!
That's
You can't do that to us.
Monkey!
fucking Ragavan.
Oh, man.
Three.
I hate that card.
Oh my goodness.
They're not that card. I hate that character. We have more Ragavans than we have Urzas.
No.
Bro. It's it's crazy.
Ragavan
I mean-
based. He hates cops. Come on.
The card itself
Monkey says
is
ACAB?
cause to hate for sure.
This is fair. This is fair.
Yeah, but
One of the best one drops ever
But
printed.
yeah, he sucks.
True.
I want that monkey obliterated.
Monkey.
I would have loved to see a FRX. That's all.
That would have been. That
I'm
would have been
saying.
hard.
Ragavan would go so hard.
That would have been
Wizards should have let
hard.
me specifically write the entirety of March of the Machine. I can't get into that right now, or I will have a conniption.
That would have went hard though. Chris, chat loves your play, man. I think it's your go.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is from the.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, this was a Kickstarter for. I'm blanking on her name. It's
Board
signed,
stuck in
and
the
I
pantry.
can't think of this artist. It's a magic artist who did a playmat Kickstarter.
Yeah, no, that's
I
awesome. Yeah,
backed immediately.
yeah, no, we
that's a good
love
one.
those
Sorry.
Kickstarters.
I'm going to play a Battlefield Forge and a
I'm a little
Expedition map.
underwhelmed by
Go
the
ahead.
Final Fantasy drop so far. Sad to say, because I love Final Fantasy. Pat Smith, I would love to know what you like personally. Like, I've never played a Final Fantasy game other than 12.
I've
like,
never finaled a fantasy.
I've played
Hey, I've never followed the
everything.
fancy either.
I've played everything in the Evilus Alliance of games because I think they're really cool. I've played
Modern
12.
Horizons card spotted.
I know. Yeah, well, it's energy, right? I need it. Tempest Harvester, ETB, I gain 2 energy. The red will be 1 singular energy. Yellow will mean 5. But I'll get 2 energy,
sick.
and I can pay an energy to draw, discard, and I'll pass. I've only ever played Final Fantasy 12 in like the surrounding games and Tactics, which technically falls
Tactics
into there.
is solid.
It's super solid.
Great game.
So like even then, like already the hype is like pulling me up along with it, being like, oh shit, Cloud, cool, can't wait. And Bunny, Catgirl, yeah, no, I'll be
I'll be copping that.
I'll be covering that. Yes, Esper, Catgirl, like come on,
Y'shtola, yeah.
yeah.
Al, I'm gonna attack you with Ragavan.
God damn it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna kill the
you're-
original
Block,
FF.
kill it,
Oh,
block,
yeah.
please.
I don't have a creature. This is an enchantment.
Shit.
It's also
Block with the
true.
enchantment.
Travis saying that
I know.
they're hyped that the original FF
Oh
artist
my
is coming out of retirement for the art, and that's also true. That's actually really fucking exciting.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I don't block, so I'm gonna take 2 and take your damn treasure token and your top of my deck. Get the fucking Elvish Harbinger. Have fun.
You're excited
Okay,
for
I'm just
Alesha
gonna leave-
2? I think you mean
I'm
Alesha
just gonna leave it in
3,
exile, in all
actually.
honesty. I'm gonna tap this, crack the
They already
trigger
made an Alesha
immediately,
2.
and I'm gonna play a Sardian Avenger. 1/1 first strike trample. Attacks gets bigger for a number of
That's a good one.
artifacts, and artifacts ping you. And
Hang on a second. This
Wait
is
a
bad.
minute. I'm gonna have a lot of artifacts, and that's a whole army of
I'm in
artifacts over there.
I'm in danger.
Yo, we got.
Sardia.
I mean, I think I have 4 artifacts in this whole deck, so I'm not worried about that. But Chris has definitely come out the gate swanging.
I'm coming. This deck is here for a good
All
time.
right,
not a
let's see what we
long
can do
time.
here.
The decks are
my
weaker
turn after
than
that,
your.
Chris?
Yeah. They're weaker than you hope. They're face commanders. How powerful could they be?
They're face commanders, Michael.
Yeah.
How expensive could they be?
Well, hey.
I guess expensive is not.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
I just don't want like we don't need like every single set to have like something that's like the most broken version of X thing, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes cards can just be cards.
Like Cloud looks like a cool, fun equipment's matter commander. I'm
Yeah.
okay with that being all he is.
I'm really excited that Sephiroth is just a massacre worm. That makes me really happy.
And
It's
those
very funny.
those
actually.
specifically are like those are the intro deck commanders. So those are supposed to be
Yeah.
weak. Like that's not
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that's that part's fine.
I need a Sephiroth card with the epithet One Winged Angel.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that'll be another Sephiroth because they already
Yeah,
said that
there's
there's going to be
definitely
multiple
gonna be one.
characters, as
I'm
we
so
already know.
excited.
So, yeah,
I've only played 7.
Yeah, it's
so
just
I've
like
played the different
when
iterations.
they did
Lord of the Rings.
when they
yeah.
did
gonna crack
Lord of the
this.
Rings. There's like
That's
17
all.
different versions of each character.
Right. Hopefully not as many of the same because there's like a lot of characters, but
Right,
you
there's
know,
14 or 18 or however many games.
or 16.
I would love.
I don't
would
know how
love
many
to see a
goddamn games
Sid
there are.
for every Final Fantasy game that Sid is in.
Oh yes, every version of Sid. Okay, maybe that should have multiple copies of. All
That's
right.
pretty
That would
funny.
be
Yeah.
great.
Wait, hold on. What if it's okay? So I know a little bit about Final Fantasy through osmosis, but I have in fact never played any of the game. I played Final Fantasy, the MMO one. I played for 2 days because a bunch of friends wanted me to join them in it, and I hated it and didn't continue playing it because I just don't like MMOs.
Same.
But I am aware of some of these characters' existences.
Mhm,
So what if Id is just like one? It's like Nazgul, where it's like one card with a bunch of different arts.
That would honestly
Oh,
rule.
gosh.
And it's
that
just
would
like
be
it's the
like
same card, but a bunch of
it's
different
just
arts for the different game.
just each of them just say like artifacts just get +1/+1 or something like just something
Yes.
goofy.
It's like you can have 15 of these in your deck.
That would be so funny.
That would rock. I'm just tutoring for a land off of the map. Go ahead,
Kat, you
Kira.
think the intro ones were
You're gonna pick
cooler
one from Sardinia.
than the commander decks? That doesn't
I
make
did,
any
yeah.
sense.
Okay, cool.
That doesn't make any sense at all. Those intro decks, like literally, Cloud just says equip things to himself. That's like as basic as you can get. The other
Every
Cloud,
The clouds are kind of boring, honestly.
the other Cloud
Design-wise.
says like equip things to multiple creatures. That's what we don't normally get that, right? Normally we just get like the most basic like Voltron, just like equip to yourself just in general. But with
The Boros, whatchamacallit? What's that? The Ogo's kid. What's his name again?
Kellen.
Kellen.
Yeah, Kellen.
I was like, wow, how am I blanking on this? The Boros Kellen was kind of a rewards you for going wide equipment commander as well, and so there's the newer Nigiri
Wyleth too,
also is
right?
kinda
Or is
like that.
Wyleth just himself?
There we go. Aetheric Amplifier. It's one of the newer cards. Yeah, like, but even like very typically we just get like default Voltron commander. So it's nice that there's a Naya go wide but equip them commander that we don't normally get that, especially in Naya. Dog Meat just said like stack everything on this one guy, right? Cloud says give it to multiple people. I will pass. I just played Aetheric Amplifier.
That's the one that lets you double counters on things, right?
Pretty spicy.
Brand new.
Yeah,
But can we Ragavan over there instead of over here?
I will block the hell out of that. The principal.
I actually can block Ragavan now.
Yay.
I'm
Get the
gonna-
fuck out of here,
I'm
you
gonna keep it
jerk.
going around the table. So, Hen, I'm coming to
Yeah.
you.
Nimble pilfer, motherfucker.
How would you? Oh, my copper mirror! No.
The Titus Face commander looks like it'll be so
He's
fun.
just a little
Possibility
boy.
of counters. Keep this. Yeah, so Chat's talking about like the Titus card. The Titus Face commanders looks like it could be fun. Plus, with this ability, you can move counters around and keep the Saga creature summons on the board. Yeah, we were doing like a deck build yesterday, and I was just like, wow, it's kind of like they're probably gonna have a new form of counter or something where like it matters in the set, because right now all we're doing is just like moving around like +1/+1 counters or like
my
abilities,
gosh, Facebreaker.
which is not very great. But I like that the summons will basically just stay out with him forever. That's cool.
I'm gonna play Pain Distributor. Hen, I'm so sorry. This was not
No,
targeted.
that's all right.
My
I
draw is
understand.
Very anti-artifact.
Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Obnixilus hates artifacts apparently.
That man does hate MacGuffins. That man is so
this man,
cursed. He
nobody has
fucking
ever
hates
hated
cursed
a MacGuffin
MacGuffins.
more than Obnixilus.
You're pulling your max field through a keypad, a keyed out overlay. I did the same thing.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Untap upkeep,
right now,
Yeah,
it's
Simon's
just
making
spell
me really
table.
happy too. I think a
But
saga
when I'm doing
creature
the
is
deck
a
builds,
really,
I
really
do
cool
Mox Field,
extension of the concept of sagas. It's a creature that
Yes.
has that sticks around for only a couple turns and does some cool static tech stuff and then
Yes.
disappears. I love it.
Yes.
Okay.
I
this
was
is
really
gonna
hoping they were going to
be-
make like illusion creatures like that. Like an illusion would show up, stick around for a couple turns, then disappear.
This is even better.
All right, let's go forest. I'm gonna cast Nature's Lore. Which
But yeah,
gets me
BGM, I do that
right?
as well. This one
Is
is
the pain
this
guy?
one's a bit more customized
Yes, your first.
When a creature
because I have it
player
customized
casts their
whether
first
it's like
spell, they get
vertical
a
or
treasure.
horizontal. But yeah, you put the most recent spell on the
Here's one.
overlay.
I'm gonna go get my land, and then I will
on
think
spell
about
table.
doing
Yeah,
something else.
or at least like
Probably
typically
just gonna be a
cards
basic
that
ass forest.
matter.
I'm not even
you
gonna
know?
lie. But who knows?
I believe it. I believe it. I like
There's
stocking the pantry.
25 basic forests in this deck. We don't need anything else where we're going.
I like stocking the pantry.
Except
It's a
for
really cute
also
card.
there's a Wirewood Lodge and like a fucking deserted temple, of course. So I can
Wirewood
just
Lodge is
truly
mono
get it.
green. No, I'm thinking of Wiltleaf something. Yeah.
Yeah, Wirewood Lodge is the one that's like tap a green, tap, untap target else.
Right.
It's pretty fucked up,
It's
honestly.
pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a forest. But we'll get,
so you
we'll
achieve
get the
this with
prettiest
5 window
forest. There we go.
captures. Yes,
Comes
there are
into
5.
play.
Ooh, someone says
I
we
do-
Clyde and Skull. Yeah,
I do
or
one
Squall,
window
rather.
capture, and then I do
I
scene
would like
nesting
to see a
for
Squall
most
as
of the
well.
rest, right? So like I window capture
Alrighty.
spell table
Shuffle,
once,
shuffle,
and then I use scene
shuffle.
capture to get the other
I've
pieces that I
got
want.
3 mana
Saves on
chilling right over
resources.
here. I would love to
Saves on a lot of
not
resources.
have to
Just waiting for Clyde and Squall.
do
I
this
mean,
like this, but I think I'm
yeah,
going
there's
to.
I mean, there's a billion cards here,
I'm gonna cast.
but we gotta remember that
I know I'm
it
gonna
doesn't
take
come
1
out
damage
until
from Pain
much later.
Distributor. Womp womp.
And 1 from
But I'm gonna cast 𝔹𝕃℻𝔻 Brigade without the squad cost, which is gonna evolve Gyre Stage, and put a counter on stocking the pantry. Bam. Other elves I control get +1/+1. And this taps for mana now, which is cool.
Hell, just to confirm, you
Then-
should get 1 from both of my little guys. Ping 1 when artifacts go to the bin.
Oh, yep. Okay, so I'm at 36.
The fact they did this before
Brilliant.
Tarkir shows you what
And then
the
I will
priorities
pass
are.
my turn. 'cause I
There's
don't
a
have anything
yes
else
and no
cast
to
at
that.
the moment.
I think
I don't know that that's real quick. Sorry, there's a comment that they're doing this before Tarkir, which shows where their priorities lie. I don't know if that's a fair criticism. Tarkir was in development for definitely longer. Their release schedule is so that they can stagger UB
Right.
with actual sets, and they've just done actual set stuff. Now they're doing UB stuff.
I also
I understand the criticisms of like Wizards of the Coast is a company and they make money off of doing these things, and I think that's fair. But I also think that fans are maybe a little quick to jump onto the like they're awful, they're terrible, they're doing this because they hate us sort of thing.
Well, they're definitely not doing it because they hate it. They're doing it because it makes them money.
Yeah.
No, but they're doing it because they hate me specifically.
yeah, me
They hate
specifically.
me.
I mean, I am the biggest hater in the universe of
Wow.
the new release schedule, and I've talked about this at length. So I won't get too into it. But the whole like Magic being half UB thing is what made me want to quit the game.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm gonna make a Swiftfoot Boots and continue to put 0 other permanents on the board and pass. I'll make a treasure.
I think a bigger criticism, at least currently, like that's a bit more apt right now, is like how closely they're doing it to Aether Drift. I think that's a bit more poignant. Like Tarkir is like a couple months away. Like it's not next week. It's not next month.
We're in
It's
the period of advertising for Final Fantasy because that's the next thing that comes out, right? We've seen
no.
2
Tarkir
cards
is
of Tarkir.
next. Yeah, Tarkir is next, and then Final Fantasy. So like yes, they are pushing Final Fantasy forward, but I think the fact that it's like right after the release of a full-on set, I think is like more notable.
New sets to like sit and
Right.
be the thing that we play.
And
with.
that's more of a critique of like the way the release schedule's been for the past couple of years, because nothing's changed with that. That's not about the content of the release. That's just about the pacing of the release, not giving sets time to breathe before the next one comes out, which it is a valid criticism. I don't think that has anything to do with Universes Beyond. That's one march onto the next. And to be clear, to clarify my earlier statement, I don't have a problem with Universes Beyond as a concept. Like, I actually liked it when it was just like occasional. I'm not a big fan of the like standard sets having Universes Beyond representation and like half of all releases, as they said. Like that is, I'm just not into the like the Billboards Beyond concept, rather than like it being a fun every now and then thing that you can just choose not to engage with if you don't want to.
I'm absolutely with you on that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
The Street Fighter, Kuro, make sure you make your treasure for casting a spell. Pain distributor.
That's a pain guy, guys.
Right.
So generous.
That
He
is
distributes the pain.
quite kind of you. Okay, well that
I wish he wouldn't.
actually okay, that's pretty cool. Wait. If that's actually on the table, I have a slightly different.
The only pain I want is made with
do.
flour and baked in the oven.
I
Little French joke for you.
But
I guess I gotta do this first, the conversion apparatus. That was what will get me the treasure.
Ooh.
And then I'll crack that for Madison Lee.
Take
just
2.
to maximize the turn, yeah. Taking 2. And then I'll pass the turn from there.
All right, untap.
Back to 4 precons for Final Fantasy 2. Well, that's not unexpected. We're gonna be at 5 precons for Tarkir because that's just that's the setting of Tarkir. So that part's not
All right.
just because of a Final Fantasy thing.
Hen, Ragavan's going to come at you, and Kuro, I haven't attacked you yet, so Sardian Avenger is going to come at you. I'll count 1, 2, 3.
2
You've
artifacts.
got 2. Hen has 2.
Yeah. It's opponent's control, right?
Yeah, it's all opponents.
Oh my god.
So
yeah, it's insane.
Oh, that's sick.
5/1 first strike trampler coming at you.
I think
Oh.
4. I've only got 2 artifacts, and Kuro only has 2. Oh, but it's a 1/1.
The
Yeah,
Avenger's going at Kuro.
that's how
Okay.
math works.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ragavan's going at you.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's
This
wild.
card is not okay. This card is deeply not okay.
Wow, that's hot. I didn't
Again, they
realize that was
printed
so
it
good.
because they hate me specifically.
Yeah, no, for
Oh.
sure.
Hen, as a proud Jan Jansen enjoyer, they hate me specifically too.
That makes me happy. Do you want to cast a Mystic Forge?
No,
it's
that
pretty damn good.
That can go into exile, I think.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yes,
I'm
Estrus, it
gonna
does make sense. Yep.
then pay 4, cracking a treasure. I'm
Isn't
going
that
to
so-
cast
yeah.
Onyxilus. And then I'm going to make a treasure from my pain distributor. And then I'm going to crack a treasure. And I'm going to cast a skull clamp. And I'll say go.
There's a lot of powerful magic cards over there happening.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't think
you.
I don't think that Moxfield is correct in labeling this.
Right, which is why I always ask, like, Moxfield will say one thing because they're going based on, like, the paper,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But, like,
and,
yeah.
And I think, and Kuro, I love that you do that because I think that, like, something that a lot of people haven't been talking about, the bracket system is in beta, right? Like, they've been very upfront, like,
Right.
this is step 1 of us figuring out this new system. And also, I think that, like, the spirit of it is very good. I like a lot of what's there. The specifics of it will get ironed out, and, like, just, I like that they have laid out a new way of opening this conversation with something a little more concrete, but also leaving it to, like, this is not the be-all, end-all. Some decks will play higher, some decks will play lower than they are on paper, and that's part of it.
All right, I'm gonna
Yes.
cast Dionys,
100%.
and that'll evolve.
Hey, West
Fire
Coast.
Sage, and
Make
put
yourself
another
a treasure.
counter.
The MTG
on
only
stocking the
17 sets a
pantry.
year. Yeah. And has 5 commander decks been confirmed for Tarkir? No, it has not been
Yeah.
confirmed. Nothing's been confirmed for Tarkir.
Okay,
But, like, it's
I'm gonna
Tarkir.
tap Gyre
It's
Sage,
a 4 wedge set. 5 wedge set.
Dionys trigger,
If they
it'll
don't,
untap,
I'll
and put
personally
another
riot, 'cause that's just fun.
counter. So I
If
have
they don't, Tarkir is cooked.
2, and then 3 green
For
mana
no reason.
floating.
Kill that dork.
I'm gonna use that 3 green mana to cast Bridgeworks Battle.
Ooh, I love that card.
Bridgeworks Battle.
Modern Horizons 3 spotted. My Modern Horizons 3
yeah.
cube is at my feet right now.
It's a pretty
I
good
am
cue.
targeting. Let's target the 𝔹𝕃 Brigade to get +2/+2 until the end of turn.
Sick.
So it is currently a 4/4. Actually, will I target it? What is? Avi Nix is kind of big, isn't he? He's on the
He's
board,
a
right?
4/3
Fire
flying
Sage.
trample.
Yeah, I could, but I'm gonna target Dionys and kill Avi Nix
Fair enough.
because it'll make Dionys a 6/6.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, there's just too much going on over there. We need
It's
to
just,
keep it down a little bit.
It's just,
Also,
you
El,
know.
do make your treasure for casting a spell.
Oh yes, then I have a third counter on stocking the pantry now. Let's see. I guess I could have left this forest untapped actually and used the treasure.
Well, wait.
instead.
If you do that, you take damage, 2 damage.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's
Oh, and then it'll
better
go
You
than-
would have
yeah.
taken 2 damage, and Obnixilis would have gotten 2 bigger. So
right. Yeah.
Yep. And then they would have traded instead of
Mm-hmm. And treasures can be waited for next turn.
Dionys. Yeah, but it makes his other guy bigger, which is also
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah,
Okay. What is the pain guy's? He's a 2/3, right?
Pain Distributor is a 2/3. Sardian Avenger is base level a 1/1 first strike trample.
2/3. Holy
Okay.
shit.
And he's tapped
I know,
currently.
right?
Yeah, the Sardian
The card
Avenger
is
is
messed
tapped.
up.
Pain Distributor is a
Okay,
2/3.
I'm gonna move to combat. I'm going to declare 𝔹𝕃 Brigade as an attacker at Chris.
Sure.
After declaration of attacks, Dionys will trigger. It'll untap and get a +1/+1 counter.
God, that's so
God,
strong.
Dionis is so good.
Dionis is extremely good.
Jesus.
I
So
still
how
got
big is-
3 mana hanging out over here that I
How
could
big
do
is
something
this
with.
elf
And a
that's
treasure token.
punching me in the nose?
3. It's just a 3/3.
All right, I will take 3.
Just a
Cool,
th-
sounds
it's
good.
fine. What does? Oh yeah.
Just a 3/3. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
And I have 4 counters on stocking the pantry, which is pretty neat.
Dope.
Right, what
So-
does this card do again?
My girlfriend turned me
Ooh.
onto this card.
Yeah.
This card
Good.
will go- it's a Bloomborough uncommon. Every time I put a +1 counter on something, I put a supply counter on stocking the pantry. I can tap 2 and remove a supply counter to draw a card. So
So good.
just my deck just for existing and doing what it does,
Mhm.
I just get so much free card draw. Well,
Yeah.
basically free
Extremely
card
sick.
draw.
Have you
It's
guys
so good.
The Pro ZD sketch about I play a dairy cow, which is a
Oh,
grazing
yes.
type of
Yes,
Stocking the
yeah.
pantry, everything out of
Yeah.
Bloomborough feels like that.
Pretty much,
I play
yeah.
a fishing rod, which allows me to catch a fish to pay it to the local fish market to
I'll
gain
gift
money.
you a tapped fish.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like stocking the
Bloomborough.
pantry, which allows me to stock the pantry because it's a supplies. It's like, alright, why not? Sure. It makes me happy.
Alrighty. Thankfully for the sanity and balance of Magic the Gathering, Dionis only triggers on my turn. I
Which
can't
we
Oh,
tap.
thank
Oh.
God.
I
is
mean,
not-
that I mean that
does
help.
that is
like I
huge.
mean, that is
Actually,
quite
that
huge.
doesn't. Well, no. See, Nadu could trigger on other people's turns.
Right.
I thought you were
That
gonna
doesn't
say- I thought
stop
you were
her
gonna say
from
the only
not being
once per
busted
turn
in
thing.
half, but that is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Dionis is a cracked card. Don't get me wrong, but it is not as cracked as Nadu. But it does just do some absolute nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm good to pass the turn there, though. That's all I'm doing right now.
That's pretty good. I will play a Sea of Clouds, which will enter tapped. I have 3 or more opponents, or 2 or more opponents, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Y'all are scary. I know how I feel about it. I'm going to cast an Urtet. I will make a treasure token.
Hell yeah.
I would like to attempt to equip Urtet with Swiftfoot Boots.
No responses here.
Okay, I will
Yeah,
lose a
go
life
for
off
it.
of Mana Confluence. I take 4 if I crack both of these treasures.
Yeah.
Hey, at least
Yeah.
game 1 will be a quick one, right?
Hey, that's also fair. I mean,
We'll
4
get
life
actually get a
versus
second game.
another
Ooh.
casted spell. Come on.
I tell you what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna crack
Nice
my
a
2
resource,
gold.
baby.
Nice a resource. I'm gonna make an Alpha Mirror.
Alpha Mirror.
Take 4. I will make a mirror when that enters, which I will doodle now, and then I will pass the turn.
It's very alpha of you.
Thank you. I am, after all, the Sigma mirror. No, I usually tell people I'm the beta mirror of the trio, and then it's a really good litmus test for what part of the internet you're on, because it's alpha mirror, omega mirror, and beta mirror. And so, anyway, if that means something to you,
Anyway.
I'm sorry, and I hope your childhood
See.
eldest daughter syndrome is doing well.
Okay, we're going to... I'm gonna do this now versus later. We're going to localize destruction. Basically a one-sided board wipe. So I'm gonna get in energy and then pay 2 so that my power 2 or less creatures are indestructible and
Wow.
it's destroy all creatures.
He was just born, and you're gonna kill him.
Heard.
I am going to respond.
Yeah.
It's still going to happen. I just want to do some stuff before I lose.
Yeah,
though.
of course.
I'm going to tap Gyre Sage to add 3 green mana to my mana pool. I'll use one of it for Tyvar's Stand to make Dionis hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. And I'll use 2 of it to draw a card off stocking the pantry.
Dionis. Yeah.
I guess I could have just kept Gyre Sage. That probably would have been a better idea.
I think I'm also going to respond before
Ooh.
all this goes off.
Okay.
Sorry,
It's
I
also
didn't
still
get the
gonna
memo
happen.
about responding.
I'm sorry,
Can you
we're
just
supposed to
let me
keep
in on the
mana
next
up?
one?
I'm gonna
We're
crack a
playing
treasure.
magic
I'm going,
here, baby.
Elle, make
Wait.
sure you make your treasure for casting that spell.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
you're
I
doing
could
stuff in
draw a card if I
response
wanted
too,
to.
so you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Alright,
Hadouken Madison Lee in response to the
Ooh.
spell. Before the
Um,
indestructible happens. I think that's how that works.
You guys have instants? Yeah, you can respond
Yeah.
to the white spell, which will kill her.
Yeah.
Right, so I haven't. Then I wouldn't have it. I like.
Yeah, so you would not
I
have
don't
paid
have
the
rookie.
energy
Yeah, so
yet.
this is this is on the set. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
That is.
Is the paying the energy part of the cost though?
It is part of the cost. No, it's part of. Yeah, it's part of the ability. The ability itself
It's
is
part of the resolution of the
right.
It's part of the
effect.
resolution
So you
of the
haven't
spell.
spent
You
any
get
energy.
energy
Got
and
it.
then you can pay energy.
I'll use
energy.
3 energy to
So
draw a card.
Intuitive.
And then Madison will perish. You're gonna kill Lee and not Dionysus, huh?
I will take 4 damage from actually I will take 6 damage from 3 artifacts hitting the grave. I love it here. I'm never coming back. No, I'm kidding.
I'll
Sorry.
gain an energy. Yeah, okay. I will then put Crackling Falls into play tapped, and I'll pass.
All right.
Y'all be playing instants. I have
You'll be
4
playing
creatures from Scars of Mirrodin and Original Mirrodin in hand.
This is how Hen can still win.
my
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm going to pay 3 life to have this Agadim the Undercrypt enter untapped.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
And
I love
then
MDSC so much.
They're so good. And then here comes the Yogg-Father, and I'll pass the turn.
Oh no, I don't like that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that one,
Yeah.
but like, I don't like seeing it on the other side of the board.
Extremely fair.
Aren't good.
Yeah, okay. Sure, yeah.
All right, champ. During your end step, I'm gonna crack these 2 treasures to draw another card, and then I'll begin my turn.
Chad wants Hen to win. Chad is rooting for Hen over here.
No,
Oh boy,
you're cursing.
what
You
do
two
we
are
got
cursing me.
going
Get
on
out of
over
here.
here? Alrighty, that's not super useful. Right
Buffoon Pack
Don't go,
Unite.
I
Oh
love
my
you.
goodness, I love that.
Buffoon deck. Yeah.
Is that from Belatro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Astra, stop leaking the group chat.
Stop leaking.
I'm gonna play Ghost Quarter as my land for turn. I don't know why I put targeted land destruction in decks I play on spell table because I can't see anyone's lands. I don't fucking know what anyone's playing.
You know, it's for the special ones.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone got any cool lands on the board? I mean, I'm using it for mana this turn.
No.
I have a mana confluence. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
You could take me
slowly.
You could take me off double red by hitting either my Spike Field Cave or my Blood Crypt for what that
That
worth.
Well, I
would
mean,
go
it's
hard.
Ghost Quarter. You get to go get a basic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Whoa.
Evolution Witness. Another MH3 card. There you go,
E-Witness.
man.
Mm-hmm.
I love this set.
That card is fucked
God's
up.
perfect
So
set.
good.
That card
Card's
is
pretty good, yeah.
card is
That
fucked
card
up.
rocks. The set first came out and you start drafting it, you're like, yeah, okay, I can adapt it to get something back. And then you read it and you're like, when a counter is placed on it, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
oh
Speaking
no.
of which, I am going to adapt it and put Gyro
Yeah.
Sage back in my hand.
Yeah, that rocks.
And then put 2 counter. Oh no, it's 1 or more. So I'll put 1 counter on Stuck in the Pantry. Let's see. Let's move to combat. Wow, y'all, you just gonna going over there like that? That's crazy.
I'm just out here
I'm
yogging.
open to.
Just yogging over
He's got that
there.
yog in him.
I've got that yog.
Got that yog in him.
Phyrexian's feeling, I got that yog in me.
Yogging on him.
Oh,
I
I'm
thought
about
that was
to
really
brew.
They
funny. I
do all
tweeted
have
the
that
other day
yog
and
in
no one
them.
liked it.
I'm about to brew mono black with a new deck name.
Yeah, there you go.
Yogging on him. Yes.
If I did see that post 10, I would have.
Yeah,
Chef's kiss.
thanks. I appreciate that.
I
My
am
doctor
going
calls it
to-
autism, but I do refer to it as having that yog in me.
I am gonna declare an attack at Chris because Yawgmoth is scary, and I want to pressure your life total.
Extremely fair.
I will
It's a-
untap Dionysus
put a
and put a
1/1
plus
counter on it.
counter on him, so he's coming at you as a 4/4.
Yeah, sure. I'm taking 4.
That sounds
And
great
that's
to me, and that's
commander
another
damage,
counter
correct?
on
Oof.
that cool card right there.
1 oof has been declared.
That's one oof. Your oof goes on the stack.
Oof resolves.
And
Oof resolves. Okay.
I
Split
don't,
oofed.
unfortunately,
They say
have
that in Modern too. But oof resolves.
Yeah, if an oof
Oof
resolved at this table, that
resolves.
would be yet another
It would be really
in
bad
Hen's
for
very
me.
bad day.
Ooh, man,
Ends really bad
I wish I
day.
had built this like one of my normal decks. I would be oofing right now.
Oof good. I like
Nubu
oof.
oofin.
Nubu oof and
Okay,
no,
I
really
will.
good.
I'll go ahead and pass the turn after that.
Nice.
I do
All
not
right.
have anything else I can do at the moment. Oh,
Alright.
yeah, no, that's
I played this concealed courtyard. It enters tapped because I have more than 2 lands, which is really helpful
One
right
mana
now,
too
deck.
short.
Yeah. Those lands like I only put those in 2 colors and like nothing more.
It's probably a good idea. I'm gonna pay 1 into this land that is continually killing me because I don't know, something bad habits. To cast this hardened scales that I may or may not ever get to use. And then I feel
Where they're
Beautiful
made.
hardened scales though, Jesus.
I know, right? I think
Wow.
this
That's
is
the
probably
same art I have in here.
necessary.
Nice.
Yes, this is the shit. What is her name?
Eldraine.
Oh yeah, I was trying to think of the artist's name. Abigail something.
Abigail Larson.
Thank you,
Big
Larson.
fan.
That's what it is, Larson.
Scry 2.
Yeah, a lot of her stuff is good. I'm gonna make a Mirror Custodian. I will scry 2, and then each of you may scry 1.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, cool. Neat.
Yeah, I'm
I think I need to put
good
that
with
on
that.
the
I'll keep that
bottom.
one there on
I was
top.
just talking about this card. Can I afford to leave it on top? Probably not.
By the way, this is
I'll
a bit
put-
ago in chat, but Smaller in chat said my volume sounded a little low.
I
My
have addressed it as best I can.
I just addressed it on my end as well because my computer was sabotaging me, so I should be a
Sweet.
little bit louder now.
All right, perfect.
That is all. Go ahead, Kuro.
Alrighty. I'm going to Galvanic Discharge, targeting the Custodian,
Okay.
and then I will simply
what?
not pay any energy.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
It's a diff fight.
Yeah. I will simply just gain 3
That's
energy.
really funny.
Yeah. You can't just do me like that.
Fuck that robot in particular.
I'm trying.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
All right, I'm going to then let's do a 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna play Wheel of Potential.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Each player may exile their hand and draw X cards. If X is 7 or more, I can cast spells that I exiled. So any responses to this wheel?
None responses from me.
It's a choice. Also, each player may exile their hand and do the stuff. So I'm gonna get 3, and then I will pay 7 energy.
I will exile these 3 very cool mirror.
Yeah, I'll
Goodbye, Omega
exile
Mirror.
a Carrion Feeder and a Feed the Swarm.
Damn, Omega Mirror really is
gonna
last
exile
to
those 3.
charge, last to fall
1, 2,
here.
3,
Let me think for a second.
7.
What would
Just making sure before I look at this hand, we're drawing 7, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm just deciding whether I'm doing this or not. I have to do some Google math real quick and find out if these 3 cards are better than.
I believe in you. Counting is hard.
It is.
That's not counting. I don't know why I said counting.
Counting
I
is
think
hard.
I'm actually
Counting
just
is
gonna
hard.
keep my hand.
It's gonna keep it.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. I like it.
Okay.
Terrifying, frankly.
That is horrifying.
That's pretty scary.
All right.
I mean,
I'm gonna.
one of them's Dire Sage.
Yeah.
It's 3 cards.
Which,
Come on.
understandable.
What's the worst it could be?
All right. I'm gonna
$5.
play
cards.
Glacial Fortress from that exiled pile, and then pass the turn.
That fortress, it's so glacial.
It's pretty glacic, if I do say so
Pretty
myself.
All right, we're gonna play out a mountain,
1 mountain.
single
Montaña.
montaña,
Montagne.
and then let's do this. I'm gonna pay 4, and I'm gonna cast Garna, Bloodfist of Keld.
Oh, I love this card
Nice.
so much.
She's so cool.
It's so good.
Let's see.
My favorite Dominarian lesbian.
That will resolve.
Cool. And then I'm just gonna pass. I'm gonna pass from there.
Jitsu, hello. Hope you're having a good day. I am Jitsu. I'm having a pretty
This
decent
was
day. Had perfectly
Scry.
fine day at work.
Let's
Got
cast
some
it. It's
stuff
a soul
done.
ring.
The Final Fantasy stuff was amazing.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Right? Like this is great. Yeah.
It's a-
Everyone kill.
Kill. Yeah, first
Turn
Soul Ring
6
scene on the
Soul
ground.
Ring or whatever.
I know.
Six Soul Ring, get her ass.
Yeah, I
One,
think
two,
that L is
three, four,
accelerating
five.
now. I think we might need to do
This
something
is
about
turn
it.
5, I think.
Acceleration, we gotta get
Yeah,
rid
I
of
think
it.
you're right.
Be
I think it
wrong.
is turn 5.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
It is.
Because I Nature's Lord at one point, so I
Right.
have 1 extra land.
Wait, I only have 5 lands played. I'm pretty sure it's turn 6 because it'll get to me and I'll play a 6th land.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, this is.
I think we're going into turn 6.
Yeah, this
maybe.
is turn.
Yeah,
6.
this is turn 6. Yes.
Yeah, because I would be making my 7th land drop, but I don't.
Gotta love a productive day. Dude, the
So
spoilers
I
are
am
exciting. They're
putting,
really cool. They're really, really
No
cool.
That's 2
land
colorless.
game.
And I'm glad it adds more context for the
2
commanders that they
colorless
showed,
hanging out
right?
there.
Like there wasn't a lot of context
Then
for
we're
Titus,
gonna put
like
a
why
4-foot boost
he's
into play with that
moving
one.
counters around, and I like that we now have more context. Yeah.
Then we're gonna.
Nice boots.
Then we're gonna. Do,
I have echo and audio.
Gyre stage.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Gyre
Chat.
stage.
Is anyone else detecting echo in my